Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 3.0. Today, we are going to build this bad boy behind me. It's a 5x5 Extreme Reactor. It's not too hard. Before we get to it, please make sure you like and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. It seems like YouTube, the algorithm, is really getting hard to find subscribers without that like. So please, give me that like. Alright, let's get going. Alright, before we get going, I'm going to do a little tour real quick. It'll only take a minute. I know a lot of you are here for the Extreme Reactor, and we'll get right to that. I just want to show you, in between episodes, I took the external storage, and I connected it up to our mystical agriculture drops that we have here, which are being pumped over there from our farm. So now we have a line. Let's see if I can get down there without touching the ground. We have a line coming all the way from our storage area, that one coming this way, and then we have one coming from our mystical agriculture coming this way, and it all feeds in right here into our refined storage. Right here I also put a relay, and when I activate the red switch, it actually turns off all this stuff here so it can't see it. It can only see what's in its system and what I have in this one chest here. That way I actually can break down and show you exactly what we need for today's episode. And this is my little redstone switch right here. If I turn it on, everything in my system is right here. If you kind of like scroll down, you can see there's just a lot of stuff in here. And if we go back and we turn it off, it's just going to show you what I have right here in this thing. And that is, you see if I watch this yellow, it only goes down one. So it's only 4 rows. So it shows you exactly what we have today. So if you want to kind of like see everything that you need for today's episode, which we're going to make a refined reactor. It's a 3x3. And then Extreme Reactor, Extreme Reactor, 3x3 Extreme Reactor, and it's going to have 4 components. It's going to have like a redstone, it's going to have the power tap, it's going to have the feed that you feed the stuff in, and then it's also going to have a power, let's see, redstone, it's going to have 4 things. I can't think what they are. Redstone input, or output, and the controller, that's the one I didn't think of, and the controller. And then we're also going to do the maximum size capacitor, and that's what a lot of this stuff here is for the large capacitor. And we're also going to do something called a graphic power monitor. So that's all the stuff we need today. Actually, let's go through it just in case you want to see the whole thing. It's 78 graphite bars. I don't know why I didn't go ahead and break it down, put those into blocks also. This is a blocks form, and this is actually the graphite form. So there's a lot of, I know why, I'll show you in a minute. So this is what you need, 78 graphite, and then you got the gold, and you got the glass, iron obviously, you see copper, a wool, that's something you probably won't be able to tell. This is coal ground up. Let's see, is there anything else there that might be a little bit difficult to see? Hopefully you can see the numbers in there in case you want to try to get all the numbers and what you need. This is exactly what you need for today's episode. Alright, and we'll go on. We're going to go over here and look at it in a different form. And before I go there, I'm going to go ahead and make a crafting table. Let's get a log out real quick. And I'll try to explain why. Actually, no. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do this. Make this. And one more time. There we go. Now I'll place this crafting table right there. Alright. Here's what we need. This first stuff right here is everything we need to make our casing and everything around our Extreme Reactor, and this is for the components, the 4 components they're going to do. So this is all you need to actually make the reactor and make it work. Plus we need a lot more yellorium, which we'll get to that in a minute. So if you want to just make the reactor, this is all you need right here. You can see it in another form instead of the way I had it before. And I don't know why, here each one is a separate thing. That's why I had each one adding up and not in the block form. This is the alloy. Let me show you where it is. We're on the wrong thing. We need to go to Extreme. There we go. Let's see. The second column, I believe, is for the reactor fuel rods, and that's what this one is. But we'll get to that in a minute. This first 2 columns right here is what we're going to go ahead and get out. And actually, I didn't want to put it there. And this is going to make all the casings that we need. And the casings are right here. And this is the recipe. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Now, graphite bar, I didn't explain yet. Graphite bar is just coal put into the alloy smelter a second time or into a furnace, and the output is graphite bars. So coal, let's show you the recipe. See, it's just coal or charcoal, and it comes into graphite bars. You can use this. I used it in the alloy smelter, and yeah. All right, so the reason I want to put this other crafting table is in here. When I put this in here, it will actually go in my inventory instead of back into the storage chest. So there we go. Because if I'm not careful, it will actually intermingle with all that stuff. All right, so if you want to look at it another way without the blocks, this is what you need. Let's see, go here. There we go. So it's basically 4 stacks plus 16 of the iron, 3 stacks plus 12 of the graphite bars, and this is just to make the casings, okay? Because we're going to need all these in casings, and the gold and the glass. All right, let's go ahead and look at it. The first thing we're going to go ahead and make is this centerpiece, the reactor casing core, and I'm just going to hit Shift question mark, and we're going to make all these, all 34 of them, and we got that done. The next thing we're going to do is hit Shift question mark again, and it's going to make everything else. All right, and then I'm going to put glass so you can see inside of it, and you take the machine casings. I'm going to take half of these and just surround it with glass, and it becomes the glass that you can see through. All right, let's go ahead and how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and we'll wait on this. We go over to build it in just a minute, because we're going to need some of these casings to build the other components. Let's go ahead and get that out. And here's what we need for the next part: this, and this. And I believe this is for the reactor fuel. Yep, reactor fuel cores. This is what we need for that. Let's go back over here and break this all apart. There we go. So basically it's 2 stacks plus 16 of iron, and then 48 of the graphic bars in the yellorium. And that's not the right one. I want to click on this one, and that should be everything. So we got everything there. We got 24 of those. So we're all set with that. And it's using, if you look at the recipe, it's using, no, this one doesn't use any of the casings. The next one will. All right, next one we're going to use is the tops of the whole system, and it is right here. The reactor control rod, it actually controls everything, and it uses the casings. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to go ahead and throw these 3 diamond blocks in there, because we're going to need them in a few minutes. So, okay, we got this. We're going to hit Shift and left click, and we got all 8 of those. There we go. Perfect. All right, next part we're going to do is these are the control things that you need to actually control your reactor. You need 3 of them. Added a 4th one to it. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. And the recipe is basically the same. 4 casings around the edges here. Then we're going to take, I believe it's this way. This is our power, our reactor redstone flux power tap. This is where we get our power out. And then the next one is going to be a redstone controller. I think I have an extra redstone there. Okay. This is a reactor redstone port. This thing automatically turn the thing on and off and do other cool functions. This is what we're going to use to feed the yellorium in and out of our system, the reactor access port. And this is going to be our main controller. Let's see if I can get this right. There you go, our reactor controller. Now this is everything we need to get everything going. Let's go ahead, we'll go ahead and lay it out and set it all up. I want to put it right over, where am I going to put this? Right over here by my reactors, my dragons. That way if they die, if this thing blows up, it'll kill them. Ah, that's so cruel. All right, let's go ahead and put that here. This is I'm going to go ahead and break this out real quick, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to break out a 5x5 section. Alright, just broke out a 5x5 little section here. It just takes a second. And now we're just going to lay this. This is all going to be just filled in with these casings. Come on. Seems to be a little laggy, but we're getting there. Then we're going to come up. This is going to be a 5x5 one. Cross it back. Yeah, I know this is so exciting watching someone build something like this, but that's okay. My dragons hatched. I have now 9 dragons. Uh-oh. And you can hear them in the background. There we go. And I should end up with 2 or 3 of these things left over when we get done. You see, everything looks good here. Let's go ahead and get our glass. And the back wall. This is going to be full glass here. Full glass here. Full glass there. And then I'm going to do glass here, here, here. There we go. And then here I'm going to put bottom row. And then like this. There we go. And now let's go ahead and put our reactor fuel rods in. And I'm doing I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. If there is, let me know. And there used to be a better way of cooling these things, but the best thing I can find right now is diamonds. So we're going to use diamonds to keep this thing cool. And almost done here. Let's get the diamonds out now. There we go. And now we're going to top all this off with our reactor control rod thing. And then one more casing, so we have 2 left over, which should be about right. And it didn't turn on because we haven't finished up yet. We still have to put, let's see, where is our, this one, this one, this one, there we go. We'll go ahead and put, I guess, this one right here. That's the control. And then this one's going to be how we feed the yellorium in there. And then this is how I'm going to have it automatically turn on and turn off. And so I'm going to put power here, redstone there, the power one right here. And when I put this in here, the whole unit will become a solid unit, and you'll see. Let's go ahead. There you go. And it's now all set and ready to go. All we have to do now is feed in the yellorium, and it will be all set. But before I do, I want to go ahead and do one more step. I am going to build a capacitor in a way this thing, once it gets completely full of power, I want to have it shut off automatically. I don't want this thing just running all the time, wasting all the yellorium. So I'm going to have it automatically shut off when the capacitor gets full. So that's what we're going to use the rest of the supplies for. We can go ahead and get the yellorium. Let's go ahead and get some of that real quick. We can feed it in there real quick. Let's see, is it right here? No, that's not it. Yellorium. That's, where is it? I'm sure I'm passing over it 3 or 4 times. I think it's by my gold. Gold? No. That's vibrant, right? That's vibrant. Oh, I think I have a ton of it right here. Let's go here. I know where it is. Okay, right here. Let's get, that's way too much. Put half of that back in there. Yeah, 367 is. I have plenty of this stuff. It's going to break this down. I think I only need like a stack and a half. Oh, I just wasted a lot. But we can put it back. We can put it back. All right, we're going to go ahead and feed this thing, and you're going to see everything here fill up, all these these things. Go ahead and put 1, 2. There we go. So now it's all full. If I go here, I can go ahead and turn it on if I want. And we can see it's powering up. We're actually making power. And this is the heating thing, and we're all set there. I'm going to go ahead and stop it for now. And we have power going in. So we now have a reactor that works. Da, da, da. And this is so cool. Every time it rains, that comes on. And that's a 5x5 radius of, what do you call it? 16 by 16. My brain is completely gone sometimes. We'll get to that when my brain actually remembers. All right, so let's go ahead and look what else we got left to do here. The next thing I want to make is either, it's down here, it's all the equipment that we need. The first thing here, let's go ahead and make the, let's get this out of the way, the capacitor. That is a huge capacitor. And this is what we need for it, and we'll get to it. Let me pull this in my inventory real quick. Actually, this is going to be the power monitor, the graphic power monitor. Let me get all this stuff in my inventory, and I'll be right back. All right, here's my graphic power monitor. This is everything we need to build it. I took out the yellorium, put it away. This is what we're going to build. Basically, this is black wool, and then we got the different dies here. And inside here, this is everything we want. You might be able to get this through the bags of holding that you drop, the bags that the mobs drop. I can't even think what they are now. That is one way of getting, or you can make it real quick with me. I have some, but I'm going to go ahead and make it on screen. That way you can see how that's made. And you see, let's go to a crafting one here. I have everything in my inventory. So let's go ahead and start crafting this bad boy up. We'll go here and we'll go here and then shift left click, and we have everything we need for our comparator. There we go. We got a comparator made. Next thing we need for the thing is, I believe we have everything made. This is electrical steel, which I got from my essence, so we're good there. So let's go ahead and build that. And panes of glass. So we now have a conductive probe. I'm trying to think what you call those stupid bags before my brain explodes. Which won't be the looting bags. You can get them through the looting bags. Yeah, my brain explodes all the time. All right, so let's see, where are we now? We are still on this thing. Next thing we need to build is this machine chassis. We just need one of these. Oops, it says I'm out of redstone. Did I not pick up the redstone? There's one there. There it is. 2 blocks of redstone. All right, let's go ahead and go here. And now we should have everything we need. Got that. Next thing we need is this. Yes, we got it. Yep, good. And last but not least, the actual machine. This is, and you can use it just like this, the power monitor if you want, or this makes it a little bit nicer. It makes it into a graphic power monitor by using this stuff here. And now we have a graphic power monitor. All right, next thing we're going to do is make a capacitor. And this is the biggest capacitor I could find. I think it's a vibrant. We'll just put capacitor. It is the vibrant one. Vibrant capacitor bank. 25, is it 25 million? Yeah, 25 million RF. That's not bad for this. All right, so we're going to build, let's see, we need 16 of these things. And I should have everything in my inventory now. Let's go ahead and pull all this out. Let's go here. Actually, we can go here now because everything left in here is just for our capacitors. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll break it down. We'll go down to here. And I need 16 of these things right here. And there we go. We got 16. I can just leave them here. I can throw them back in if I like. Next thing we need are 8 of these. There we go. And it's because this is here, this here. There we go. We got 8 of those. Let's go ahead and put it in here because it feeds in better. And next thing we need is 4 of these. Right? Let's make sure I got that right. I need 4 of these. Nope. Need 4 of these. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. Oh, we need, no. Redstone. We need to make some glowstone. So I need 4 glowstones. There we go. We'll put that in. Sorry. And now I have everything for 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me go ahead and leave that there for now. Next thing we need is, all right, vibrant alloy. Let's go ahead and look where you get that. You get it from vibrant. The vibrant alloy is just broken down. And I get it from my essence. You can get it from smelting energetic alloy with ender pearl. And when energetic alloy has come from this right here. So it's all up to you how you get it. And it's just broken down into nugget form. So now we have everything for that. Let's go ahead and make it. And that should be everything we need for our capacitor. It's really not that difficult once you break it down. And now we have our capacitor. And before we go over to it, let me go ahead and grab 2 things. Actually, we need to do one other thing. I need a redstone conduit, which is right here. I need just 1 of those. And I also want to make something else while I've got a chance, because this is a lot of power, and I want to use the biggest power energy thing we have, conduit. Let's go ahead and use this bad boy right here. Let's go ahead and make some of these real quick. I need some vibrant alloy, and we got that here. Let's turn on our switch here. We'll go with vibrant alloy. Whoops. And you see we have the essence here, but we can go ahead and click this, and we need 3. So there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for a minute. And I need to get one other thing out of here. I need the, where is it? Oh, 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we have some good conduit, energy conduit. And we're almost done. We're almost done. Dun, dun, dun. Now, what I'm planning on doing, let's go back a little bit. I'm going to put the graphic power monitor right there. I'm going to put our capacitor right here. We're going to take our energy conduit and run from here, here, and then into here. And then we're going to take our redstone. Did I not get the redstone one? I thought I picked up the redstone one. I know I thought about it. I put it right here. I didn't put it in my inventory. That was really good. Alright. Now we're going to take our redstone. We're going to click on this one right here with the redstone. Now we're going to go ahead and right click on this thing. And this is going to be input toggled on and off when we get a red signal. We're going to go ahead and commit. Okay. So what happens when it gets a redstone signal, it will actually turn off the whole system. So now we need to configure that by going to the redstone thing here, emit, and let's go ahead and have it go down to like 10% power. And it should automatically turn back on now. And this should be green. Yes, this is green. And we should start seeing power going to our capacitor. And we have a graphic monitor which shows us what's going on in there, which is kind of cool. And once we get things going out, it'll actually show us what's going out. So once this gets about full, I'm going to take a break for just a minute. Once this gets about full, we'll come back and we'll see this thing actually shut off by itself. And you can see how we're not wasting power because it would just run automatically. And you see, this thing fills up to 110 million, which we will not use that one because it will automatically shut off when this gets full, which this gets up to 25 million. So yeah, I think that'll work. What do y'all think? Yeah, I like that. All right, we'll be right back as soon as this gets full. All right, it's almost full. It's going to be hit 99% in just a minute. You'll see the green thing here. This turn red as soon as it shuts it down. There it goes. It just shut down. It's still shutting down, so you see it running a little bit. It takes a minute. Now, basically, just go ahead and click here. It holds a little bit here because it's shutting down. Now, if you want to manually turn it back on, you can. And it will go ahead and start filling up this if you want, or just let it go. This will automatically turn back on. Whoops. When we get to this one here, when it gets to 10%, when this gets down to 10% full. So yeah, it'll turn back on as soon as it gets down to this. This is just the basic refined reactor, extreme reactor, excuse me. If you want to make them bigger, the concept's all the same. These little pieces won't change. It's just the casing and the internal part will get bigger. And that's really all there is to it. Real quickly, let's go ahead and look at my book here. And we have now created a passively cooled reactor with Extreme Reactors mod. And we also created one that produces 10,000 RF a tick. If you look here at my graphic monitor, you can see that tells you, where does it tell you? Well, a minute ago it did. Just go ahead and turn it back on, you can see. There we go. You can actually see what it's making. And this, I thought it was right here. Now it's probably broken from that part. It'll show us right here. But this is 5. Actually, it's 5. So we might be able. Is there a 5? No. So we're right in between these two RFs per tick. So we're at 5,000 RFs per tick right now. So there we go. So we can go ahead and check those two things off and get that out of the way. All right, my friends, that ends today's episode. We have made an Extreme Reactor, a 5x5. And yes, we need to make them bigger, and we got a lot more to do with this stuff. We got a lot of achievements to go. All right, if you saw something you like, give me that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comments down here below. It's been fun, it's been real, and it's really been fun. All right, y'all have a great day, guys. Bye. See ya.